we are going to learn about Beyonce. All right. We're going to imagine that Beyonce went and got her a Tubbs Cosmic ID. That's on sale. She wants to discover who she is spiritually, alignment, energies. Plus, she wants her free Tubbs Spirit Guide chart. Excellent, Beyonce. This is Beyonce's chart. So before I can go any further, I must explain the symbols, right? And this is where you want to follow your boy on YouTube and Instagram at Tubbs Astrology for the Age so that you can get a more thorough, lengthier explanation of these things, okay? First things first, what is her ascendant sign? Right here in the warrior house. So she is an Aries ascendant. We know this because action, that is the starting point, okay? But her ascendant necessarily does not represent who she is on this earth. You know what I mean? So we want to go up to her sun sign, right? That would be right here in the Griffins. So Beyonce is a Griffin sun. That is her energy, right? But in Vedic, the sun represents the father, the role that the father had to play in the life, right? It also represents her star qualities, where she gets her fame and whatnot, right? Then we go on to the moon, or the mother, or the mind, right over here. So Beyonce has a vampire mind, okay? But it also represents her mother, right? Because the moon represents the mother as well as the mind, her emotional nervous system, you know, AKA her moon. We go over here to who she is, which would be her Jupiter. Because like I said in previous episodes, sun, moon comes together, creates the year, which is Jupiter, which is her, right? Right there, her. She's an elf, okay? She is a hardcore elf. Plus she has these planets making a stellium. This is an excellent theme in her life, which is elf-like themes, which is problem solving, overcoming health issues, dealing with conflicts, outsmarting her competition, things of that nature, okay? Let's start off with her Griffin sun, right? Now, I told y'all in Vedic astrology, the sun represents the father, right? So the father had to play this Griffin-like individual in her life. However, the father also passed down characteristics and karma to his daughter, right? So as you can tell, she has the Griffin. This is just giving Griffin. This is giving royalty and Griffin, all right? Virgo Griffin all the way, right? So also some of her father's karma had to be passed down to her, which we will get into, all right? We will get into so you can see. Moving on. The type of mind she has, or her moon sign, is in vampire, aka Scorpio, right? So what do we know about Scorpios? Very secretive, right? Trauma, transformation. We never know what Beyonce's thinking, right? We never know what she's fully thinking. We only know what she allows us to know. She tells everything is orchestrated, right? This is why her best albums always come out secret. Nobody knows when it's going to drop. It's just when it does, the shit blows, right? This is why. This is why her mentality thinks that. Her mentality works. The third house represents effort. Things that she puts her effort into, she wants to keep secret until it's done. Then she releases for the world for the major impact, right? The last 3 albums, what did she do? We never got a release date. The first time she did that shit, what happened, right? So, also the moon represents her mother. And we barely know anything about Tina. I mean, we see when Tina pops out the way she wants to pop out, because also the 4th house represents the mother as well, but the moon will always represent the mother as well. So the mother also has something secret about her in her mind. She keeps her thoughts and privates to herself, right? Unless she wants to share. We only know what she wants to know, okay? Then there's Beyonce the Elf. So as an elf, what qualities does she have? Beyonce is an excellent researcher. She's a perfectionist, right? She's going to deal with multiple personalities. Like she has a multiple personality, again, AKA Sasha Fierce, right? That is heavy Virgo, Mercury ruled people tend to have multiple IDs. You know what I mean? Multiple personalities that they go by and whatever and whatnot. All right. She has Mercury in there, so she's extremely genius, extremely strategic when it comes to her thoughts and her work. Her Saturn's in there, so she knows how to take her time with things, right? She knows, she puts her time and effort into, because she's about perfecting. So she's gonna constantly redefine her work and make sure it is done right, all right? Her love life, she has an elf heart, right? So her love life has to do with these Venus-like themes. And we all know what Venus in Virgo is. It's debilitated, right? So Beyonce doesn't really feel just like most other people with Venus in Virgo or elf hearts. They feel about love like it's an obligation. It's not to say that they don't enjoy it or have fun, but it's more an obligation for them. More so than like oh my God, I'm loving head over heels and blah, 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 blah. No, see, the things that she loves things like her performance, getting better at music, redefining herself, all of these things that are not alive, right? The things that become alive, she just tends to just, like I said, it becomes like an obligation, a to-do list type thing, right? That's just what happens. These are brief little things that I can talk about and whatnot. But let's get into the chart magic, the fun of it. So let's look at the chart and understand some magic about the chart. So, what year did Beyonce get married? Let's take a look. Beyonce married Jay-Z in 2008, right? Now let's do a little math. It was born September 4th, 1981, right? So 2008 minus 1981 is going to get you 27, right? So we would want to look at her 27th year. So if you were to start here at her first year and you would go all the way around, this will be her 12th year, this will be her 13th year. You go all the way around, right? This will be her 24th year, this will be her 25th year, right? So 25th, 26th, 27. She got married on her 27th year, right? So the themes that was playing out in her life was vampire-related themes, secrecy, keeping things private, hush, hush, right? Yes, Beyonce and Jay-Z got married in a completely secret small ceremony on April 4th, 2008, because 4-4 was significant for both Beyonce and Jay-Z being born on the 4th. 27, 28, 29, 30. Now on year 30, this is where a life-changing event happens, okay? Where obstacles and things that you gotta overcome, right? And directly opposite is the sun, right? Beaming. So themes of her father is going to have to take place, right? So what happened in 2011? If that's 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. What happened in 2011? 2011, she released her fourth studio album, 4, which is her critically acclaimed, big thing. But what happened to her father? Beyonce's father was fired by Beyonce due to what? Infidelity, divorcing, 31-year marriage to Tina. Remember that karma I said had to be passed down? What year did that Lemonade album come out? And when was the cheating rumors? May 5th, 2014. Lemonade album came out 2016, right? If that's 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, the album about cheating with Mars and Rahu.